This is some of the craziest stuff that we have seen coming to Legends for a very long time now. We've kind of been on an up and downhill kind of thing with Legends, but this update is looking to be like a great step in the right direction. Let's go ahead and take a look at this reveal and see everything that they have in store for us. All right, we're starting off with a reveal, kind of like reveal, kind of as kind of memorable kind of thing. First anniversary preview right there. Okay, that was the last anniversary, and now the 7th anniversary logo. No new unit on there, but we do get the Dragon Balls and a Shenron tint on there. Alright, so the anniversary information will be dropped on May 23rd at 2 p.m. UTC, and the campaign will start on the 24th at 6 a.m. UTC. So definitely an early anniversary. Usually when anniversary starts, it's usually at the very end of the month. Usually like the very last week, like Saturday, Sunday, that's usually when they do it. A lot of the times it ends up being on the 30th and 31st. So this year we're getting an early anniversary. All right, we have the home screen here. Nothing looking different here at all. Looks pretty standard. There's a new loading icon. Oh, the loading is changed. Okay, different loading and loading icon. Oh my god. That is a massively different UI than what we are used to. It at core is the same thing, but like it just looks more refreshed. I'm interested to see how the other character arts will look like on this screen. But obviously we can see like they have kind of like the scouter, and then they've sectionalized it a little bit better. And you don't really need to open up the little corner menu anymore to really go to a lot of the places. You can go to PvP straight from here. You can go to story, characters, events. We got missions and summons. We also got the home right there. So a lot of the stuff that you want to access is directly on the screen now. Whereas before you used to have to open up a little side menu and then go to it. I believe at least. I don't honestly I have not paid attention to the UI in a long minute, so I don't remember if we can even go straight to like PvP from the home screen. But either way, this looks pretty sick. We got the Saiyans have no limits in the corner left right there. Love to see that as well. And I also just really like the white aesthetic that they kind of have going here. It honestly is pretty refreshing. It looks a lot more modernized. And obviously Dragon Ball Hunt is not always going to be there. That's only there for the anniversary where you can actually hunt for the Dragon Balls. So I'm it looks pretty cool, honestly. It looks pretty cool. I like the change. It's refreshing. I'm putting up the screen right now. So on the official UI, the current one that we have, you are able to go to a lot of the places like event, tournament of power, and PvP. But on this one, I mean, I don't know if anything is really that different. I think it is the same menus. President Mission, Guild, Assistobot, all that stuff is still there. I don't see TOP on there, which we do have currently on the home screen. So that is something that's not there. But overall, it just looks a lot cleaner. That's like the main thing. It's all a lot cleaner. I'm always skeptical whenever they do these like improvements to make the game load faster or do stuff faster. Because like it is a nice quality of life thing when the game loads up faster, but a lot of the times you don't really notice it when it does load up faster. Definitely a massive difference from when the game started to now, right, in terms of how fast the game loads up, but that is something. All right, here we have the new kind of like sub menu screen. Again, I'm really liking the aesthetic. Everything looks pretty cool here. We have the TOP screen right there, as well as everything else that we are used to. It's just more blocky than it is currently. I believe currently it's a lot more like kind of ovalish. Yeah, right now this is the screen that we currently have. So definitely a massive difference from this to that. But I don't know. It's honestly a lot more blocky in the new version than the older one. The older one kind of had like the icons popping out a bit more. But I like how it's more organized now than it used to be before. Also, I think this is the first time that we are seeing what the new souls are going to look like, which I believe is what these are right here. This should be the new souls that are going to be replacing the current rising souls once they do get removed in the update. Oh, dude, that's cool. That's cool. So you can just get all of that on the home screen now, basically. That's cool. Let's take a look at that again, the new character screen. So this is what happens when you go to the character screen, and there's like a different menu. Interesting art style to go with right there. I'm curious to see how all like the different card arts look like on this screen specifically. That will be kind of interesting to see. But this is obviously this is the current screen that we do already have in the game. So they're keeping this, but then they're adding an additional aspect to it where you can see it like this. I think that's pretty cool. You get to keep both for the current thing and you also get something new. The new mission tab looks great. I like that there's an accept all button always. Love to see that. We do already have that in the game, of course, but some games still, for some reason, don't have an accept all button on missions, and it's so annoying. And we do have darker themes still available as well, so that's cool for those of us who like a dark theme. Me personally, I always prefer darker themes, so that is cool that they have decided to still keep that in the game. Interesting. So they're also adding the ability to purchase chrono crystals from the web store. Usually, a lot of developers will do this to avoid having to deal with the intricacies of when they try to sell things to like the Google Play Store and the App Store. They have to give a cut to those specific developers, like they have to give a cut to Google and Apple. However, when they do it through this, the entire money does go to them. But I don't think this is enough of an incentive, to be honest. I mean, here, like the example that they're showing, hopefully this isn't the full example, right? But the example they're showing is you can get 2000 cc for one price, but if you go to the web store, you're gonna get 2100 cc for the same price. Like, what are we gonna do with 100 cc, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's 100 cc. It's not gonna make that big of a difference, especially for you're gonna have to go out of the app, go to their website, purchase the crystals, then go back into the app, and then you can do your summons. Whereas you could just go in the app and purchase the CC. So I don't think the 100 CC is worth the inconvenience of having to actually leave the application to go to their site to purchase. But if they put more of an incentive on it, maybe like the first time you buy it, you get double, or they get like special discounts or special sales on their site, or you can use other ways like Google Points or whatever. Like you can use gift cards, just things that would make you actually want to do that process. This is also something a lot of games already do, where you can use a promo code that will be released alongside new releases, and you can get like a couple extra rewards. If you play Genshin Impact, they do this as well, where like every time they do a new reveal, they'll put out a code. You get like 180 Primo Gems, which is like a single summon, and they might be doing kind of the same thing here. It's not that relevant, but it's cool that they have it. Okay. Oh, we got collab info. So we have not had a collab on Legends in a very, very long time. I think the last time we had a collab was probably either Kakarot or Fighters. We didn't have one when Sparking Zero came out. So it's cool that they do have 3 collabs that are coming in. Most likely, these are just going to be free-to-play units. Even if they are free-to-play units, I mean, if you guys have seen, spoiler alert, Sparking Zero Story Mode, there is Gohan Black in there. If we get him as a free-to-play unit, that would be super dope. But I mean, they could do a lot of different stuff with this in collab stuff, which we haven't had in a while. But this is pretty hype. I hope that they don't fumble it. For some reason, they're showing like a picture of like an equipment here rather than like a character art or something like that to tease like what they're collabing with. But hopefully, it's something cool like Gohan Black. If not, then this collab stuff is just kind of gonna be whatever. But it's cool that we're at least getting a collab. We haven't had a collab again since like Fighters and Kakarot, which I believe the last time we had like a collab kind of thing was when Kakarot Goku got a Zenkai. I don't remember if like which happened first between the 21 Zenkais or the Kakarot Zenkai. So that is hopefully something to look forward to. Alright guys, that is essentially everything in this version of the update, but again, stay tuned to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We do obviously are going to be coming more updates as we're getting closer and closer to anniversary. They're pushing out more stuff. They're going to have probably another reveal when they do like the Rising Soul changes and stuff like that. So we'll be here to cover that and provide you guys with the latest news so you can stay up to date with whatever's coming with Legends for its 7th anniversary and beyond. With that being said, this is Kaizer signing out.